Do you like my cup? This could be wine, but it's not. I wish it was wine. Ugh. Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. I hope you had a lovely Christmas despite everything, and I hope you are keeping safe and healthy. With everything that's been going on in the world, I think we need some distractions, and watching YouTube videos has definitely done that for me. I wanted to make a video about makeup brands that I have never purchased anything from. I've seen a few of these videos floating around, so I wanted to make my own. These are just my opinions, and no need to get angry or upset if you don't agree, but I would actually love to know if there are makeup brands that you have never purchased anything from. These are in no particular order, but first on my list is Morphe. Yes, I have never bought anything from Morphe. When they launched years ago, I think it was more of an accessibility thing. It was only available in the US. Now they have branched out so we can get them in Europe as well, but in the beginning it was only a US brand. But personally, the products just don't look good to me. The quality doesn't look good, and I mean, to be honest, you've probably seen the reviews, they're not that great either. Sure, they have their products that are great, but majority of them just don't look good to me. I mean, that's my personal opinion. And also, I'm really turned off by all of the people who are like promoting it and shoving it down people's throats. I just don't vibe with the brand, and I'm really not interested. The only thing that I would buy from them is the original setting spray. I think people have only said good things about that, but everything else is just a no-no for me. The second brand on my list is Colourpop. Now, again, it's an accessibility thing. We don't have Colourpop in Europe, and as I look at my list, a lot of these makeup brands I haven't purchased anything from is just because I can't get my hands on it. Sure, there are shipping services that can get you these items, but it's just such a hassle and it takes forever, and shipping costs, it's just not worth it. Now, Colourpop does look interesting. I mean, they are affordable, but now, since they've grown so much, they just put out so many products, I don't even know what to buy. Like, let's say there's Colourpop in a store, I walk in and I'm like, what out of these millions of products should I try? Should I not try? What's good? Sure, I can look at reviews, but there's just so many. I just get overwhelmed when I think of Colourpop. I have no other reason. There's just too much, and it's not easy for me to buy, and that's the only reason why I haven't bought anything. In the future, if they have a really interesting launch and I am somewhere where they sell it, sure, I might get something. Okay, next on my list, which might be surprising, but it's Anastasia Beverly Hills and Norvina. I don't know if they are the same company or if they are separate. I don't know. There's just so much things going on with them as well, so I don't really follow. Now, this one is a little bit of a cheat. I have purchased one brow wiz years ago, but it broke, so technically I didn't use it. With ABH as well, in the beginning when they had their brow products and when Modern Renaissance came out, I mean, I really wanted that palette, but again, they weren't in Europe. Now you can find them anywhere, but I don't know, I'm just kind of turned off for some reason. Even though I go to the shops and I see the Modern Renaissance palette is there, or like the Soft Glam, that one looks interesting to me as well, or any of the brow products, and I am like, do I really need it? Do I want it? Because I am at that stage where I don't really want to buy makeup just to have it. I have so much makeup for one regular person that with the stuff I have now, I could never ever use it up. And when I buy something, I want to buy it because I really want it, and it excites me, not because of a hype that was 5 years ago. So unless it is like 50% off in some TJ Maxx eventually. I don't think I'm gonna buy any of the eyeshadow palettes. And the Norvina palettes, oh my god, they're just too colorful for me. I think they were marketed maybe as like makeup artist palettes, but yes, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't do colorful looks. I don't really use eyeshadow that much. So that one's just a hard pass for me. Okay, what's next on my list? Oh, It Cosmetics. It Cosmetics, very interesting because I do really want their skincare products. Their face cream, especially their neck cream. I really want to try their neck cream because, you know, if you get old, your neck is the one that's gonna give away the secrets. Their eye cream, I've heard really good things about their skincare. But every time I go to the shops, the stuff is always sold out. And then I just forget to buy stuff online, and then I'm like, do I really need it? I still have like 5,000 face creams here and 2,000 eye creams here. Do I really need it? No. Do I want it? Yes. Have I bought it? No. In terms of makeup, I think they had a few things that would interest me. I mean, the CC cream, I think I would really like that because I'm not a huge foundation. I am not a huge foundation person. I would like something like a CC or a BB cream or something, a tinted moisturizer, something like that. So I think that would be really interesting, but again, for some reason I just never picked it up. I don't even know what shade I would be in, and now if you go to the stores you cannot really try anything because of Corona. So that one is on the back burner. And also their brushes, Jesus, they are expensive. They look good, but I don't know if I want to spend that much monies on a makeup brush. I'll stick to my real techniques. And their other makeup, it just kind of looks boring. Even though the Bye Bye Pores powder, I remember I wanted that one. All of the Bye Bye Pores stuff, I really wanted them, but I don't think they've put out anything good or interesting recently, so I just kind of skipped over them. Then we have Lime Crime. Never bought anything from them. When they first launched, they looked a little bit too colorful for me. Not really my style. And then all of that drama came out that the CEO was problematic, and then they had that huge security breach, which in fairness can happen to anybody. And the fact that the CEO was not a great person, that's not really a reason for me to not buy makeup. I mean, we don't hear anything about the owner of MAC like being a nasty person and then people stop buying MAC. I mean, people still buy it just because they don't know anything about the owners, you know? But just the makeup doesn't speak to me. Too colorful, too much happening on the packaging. It's, I don't know, it's you know, you just look at something and you're like, no thanks. That's Lime Crime for me. Oh, the next one. KKW and Kylie Cosmetics. Like anything to do with the Kardashians, I'm sorry, I'm just not a fan. I love trash TV, I love reality shows, I love housewives, but I've never watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I just don't like them. I think how they got famous is ridiculous, and for what they got famous is just... And I don't think they care. And I don't think they use their own products. I mean, Kylie Skin. There is no way she's using those products on herself. She uses probably some gold caviar and bathes in whale plasma or something to keep her young. There's no way she's using these regular cleansers and foamers and moisturizers. So that's why definitely not buying any of that stuff. And they don't need any more money, and I'm 100% sure they don't care what they sell. They just put their name on it and watch the millions roll in. I just... no. Sorry, not interested at all in them. Then we have Tarte. I'm starting to realize that the aesthetic of the brand is something that really bothers me. Like Tarte's packaging, like all of this again, colorfulness and all these themes that they have, it's not really my cup of tea. And again, accessibility. We still don't have Tarte here in Europe. as far as I'm aware. If we do, let me know. I do want to try their concealer. Shape Tape. Yeah, Shape Tape. I don't know if they even sell it anymore, but I do want to try it if they have. But everything else just kind of looks boring. I know that their Amazonian clay stuff was supposed to be really good, but I have 5 million blushes and I'm not gonna buy another blush just to try it because it was great centuries ago. Don't think they have put out anything new or interesting. It's just kind of blah, in my opinion, again, personally. Oh, next one, Armani. Purely because it's just so expensive. Oh my god. If I think about Armani, I don't think about makeup. I think about clothes and bags and watches and stuff like that. I don't think about makeup. I think their foundation, the Luminous Silk something something, that one was really popular. But me, as somebody who doesn't wear foundation, I did not get on that bandwagon, and I didn't buy it. And when I look at the Armani stand in the shops, I'm just like, nothing is calling my name. Everything is kind of so boring. And I realize I'm just like contradicting myself. I'm like, Armani is so boring, nothing is standing out. And then I'm saying like Tarte and Lime Crime, they're too colorful, like I can't handle that. I need to be somewhere in the middle. The packaging has to be just right, not too colorful, not too boring. Armani, no, I'm not touching that for the moment. It's just too much coin for what it is. I think I've only talked about high-end brands at the moment, but a drugstore brand that I have never purchased anything from is Makeup Revolution. Are they called Makeup Revolution? I think they have like 4, 5, 6, 7 different subcategories for their makeup products, but I never bought anything. And honestly, again, they just have so much stuff. I don't know what to choose from. In the beginning, yeah, they had those setting powders that looked really, really interesting and supposedly are really good. But at the time, again, it wasn't accessible to me. I mean, now they're in all stores, but I just don't know what to buy. I've heard the concealers and foundations are good, so I might give them a try, but a lot of their like palettes, beside the fact that they just copy other brands, they just look like kids makeup, like Claire's makeup, and I wouldn't feel like I'm putting on real makeup when I use those palettes. Having said that, every time they post a new launch, I'm like, oh wow, very, very interesting. But again, I just never end up buying anything. I don't know why, it's just not pulling me in. And the last makeup brand on my list would be Catrice. To be honest, the stuff just looks a little bit, I don't know, it doesn't look like good quality, even though I have heard that the concealer and the foundation are supposed to be really good, and they are super, super affordable. But every time I go to the Catrice stand in the shops, the makeup is all picked over, and this is like in every single store. I have not been to one shop where the Catrice stand is nice. Like everything is all over the place. You can't even try anything, and that's why I'm like, I don't know what to buy, because everything is broken or open or dirty. It's just impossible. I think I would have to go to the shop like the second it opens to get like a clean view of what they have. And I do want to reiterate this, I don't want to buy stuff just to have it. I want to buy makeup that excites me, that might be super affordable with great quality, or that's unique. I don't want to buy makeup anymore just to have it like I did years ago. Years ago I would buy all the shades of a lipstick just to have it, just to fill up my collection, and I don't want to do that anymore. So that is why there are brands out there that I have never purchased from. Having said that, this doesn't mean that I will never buy anything from those brands. Absolutely not. Maybe tomorrow there's gonna be a great launch and I'll buy something from a brand I've never purchased anything from. And maybe that will lead me to want to try more from that brand. You know how that goes. I think after a while it will be interesting to do like an updated version of this. What I also want to do is maybe make a video of makeup brands that I have purchased the most from. So if you want to see that, give it a thumbs up. Okay guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for spending your precious time with me. Again, I hope the holidays were good and that the new year is even better. I am actually making a bunch of New Year's resolutions this time. I never do because I never stick to them, but this year I want to stick to my New Year's resolutions. If you have made any New Year's resolutions, let me know down in the comments. I would like to know if some of them are same as me. And until next time, I will see you later. Bye.